it's a good idea to be talking, particularly after the last totally outrageous and out of control segment with the comic from the Improv, and there's always a lot of laughs until you start looking at your health care plan. That's what we're going to try to take care of now. The laughs are over. Mary Kay Nelson is here. Mary Kay Nelson, owner of Bilingual Services. What has that got to do with health care?
That's the company that I have. That's a contractor with Department of Insurance with its own insurance license that I provide benefits in Spanish and English, and that's why I named my company Bilingual Services, LLC.
Okay, but the services are not linguistic. That's just an added benefit when you come.
It's an added benefit.
Services
it's not
or insurance.
Right. Insurance and real estate. I'm also a real estate and insurance.
Right. And a small citrus stand on the side of the road right outside the office. You make a buck as you can,
I brought some peaches
right?
over.
Okay. Your time with Cesar Chavez, that is particularly interesting to me because he's one of the giants of American history. And we don't know too many people who know him.
Right. My background is born in Chicago, raised in Chicago, educated in Chicago in the public school system where they were aware in 1964 that the Spanish language would be predominant in the United States, and they started offering Spanish language classes in grammar school where I lived in the suburb, Palos Park, Illinois. And then I just kept taking it over the years, and all the teachers said I was good at it, so that was a reinforcer, and I took it through high school and college, and then I used it on the streets of Tucson and Phoenix as a human service worker in a variety of capacity of jobs to help Spanish-speaking people, which helps you get the verbs with the slang.
But how did you meet Cesar Chavez?
Oh, yes. I worked with the Illinois Migrant Council in 1975 and 1976, and was with the Cesar Chavez migrant farm worker movement back when I was a hippie. And so we had a cause to fight, and that's how I met him, was through the Illinois Migrant Council.
Okay, and then moving from the Migratory Council through your work in Chicago to the insurance business, now your services are available to everybody, no matter what language they speak, right?
Right.
And they're primarily dealing with healthcare insurance?
Health insurance, life insurance, dental, RX, travel insurance, annuities fixed, all kinds of things. I'm a broker with different plans. All the major plans of health insurance you can think of, all the Medicare plans, Advantage, and supplements. It's a whole nother world, and I had to get certified and tested by the government and pay fees to be able to sell the insurance to some of these products, and it's highly monitored, and there's lots of do's and don'ts. So I need people to contact me because we're not really allowed to go into the senior market without much permission on their part. So that's.
But I hope you'll understand that we're not interested in selling insurance here either, and we hope that that's a side benefit of people discovering you. What we're interested in is finding out about health insurance.
Oh, sure. I came prepared for that. Yes.
Good. Well, I'm glad, because I came prepared to ask you about your professional opinion about the National Health Care Service program that now is a reality.
Yes. I had been watching C-SPAN and watching through the voting of the Americans Care Act that we have now, that Health Care Act, that has a lot of changes effective today, Thursday, effective immediately. There is a reinsurance program, also called a high-risk pool. You've heard that phrase, high-risk pool, for people who have pre-existing conditions and have either been rated, which means that they have to pay more on an insurance policy because the insurance company said they had something that made them a higher risk.
But does national health care insurance work in the mind of and the opinion of an insurance person like yourself?
Well, it does for me, because I have such a broad background in the medical field with vocational rehabilitation and all the disabilities and all the medical diseases, so that I understand the needs to be able to refer someone to the right kind of policy or to apply for the government policy that is now in effect as of today.
As an American citizen, do you think that national health care is affordable here? Can we afford it as a people?
Yes, we can afford it as a people because if we are a stronger population, we'll be able to more effectively pay taxes as we work because our health is good, and then we can contribute to the greater good. Functioning America is a better America, in my opinion.
Yeah, there are people, however, who still say that it costs the government so much to provide this that none of us are going to be healthy economically.
That is a concern for many people, and I do understand the conflicts and some of the negativity that's happening, and I don't blame people for being angry even that we have to fund such programs, but it was time that there was some reform, and so as an insurance agent I believe that it could be a good thing so that everybody might get a chance to keep their health and stay alive longer.
That's what an insurance professional has to say about this much discussed part of American modern history. That professional is Mary Kay Nelson. Con mucho gusto. This is Pat McMahon, and this is the McMahon Group. We'll be back in just a moment to wrap things up. And I have something to say about Levi Johnson.